it just felt like what Trustkill did set the tone for what became the norm after that. Like, for example, CD samplers, like all of these things. And now, of course, like, CDs aren't a thing. Like you kind of had to be a part of that time to understand that it just became like a normal thing. But before Trustkill, and I guess what other labels would have been doing that at the time, it was not a thing for like underground smaller labels to be doing that.
No, you're right. By the early 2000s, when I had my Sony deal, I knew for a fact that I had the best bands with the best records. And
Mm-hmm.
I was very convincing, right? Like I was, living in New Jersey, but I was taking the train to New York 2 or 3 times a week and meeting with everyone at Sony and meeting with every single salesperson, every single radio person, every marketing person, and convincing, hundreds of people. Well, first of all, I had to teach them what hardcore was, right? Because, like there was no hardcore pull down to like select your style of music, right? Like everything fell under metal. And I would say, this is not a metal band. This is a hardcore band. This is different.
Mm-hmm.
And 99% of the people at these companies did not understand that. So there was a lot of education there that I had to do. But again, I was very convincing and I just went in and I'm like, listen, these bands are better than anything you guys are doing. Let's put these records, let's, you know, let's place these records where kids will see them and they will buy them because I know they will. And
Mm-hmm.
and they did. And I look back at like old emails to like, the CFO at Sony, like me just like being this like, you know, 23-year-old kid or however old I was. And it was like pretty wild, like the stuff I would say to these people, but it worked. And I just, just kept moving it, like just kept moving the needle. It's like, all right, well, if we're gonna place this new Throwdown record on the end cap at Best Buy, then we should also put a sampler in it, and then we should also put a Trustkill trading card inside of it, and then we should also put a 16-month calendar inside of it, and then I was doing crazy shit. Like I figured out how to vacuum pack a T-shirt to a CD, and then like I got Hot Topic to buy CDs with the T-shirt, and I'm like put them in the racks, and like no one else did that. So again, I saw it as like some Robin Hood type shit. Like these are my friends' bands. I'm gonna dump as much money as I possibly can into them